Howdy friends, family, YouTubers, workers, shirkers, lurkers. There's not a lot to see in this one. You're just going to have my voice, but try and hang around. This is a bit of a journey that I've undertaken. The channel has grown a little bit outside of the parameters that I was originally intended. Originally this was just going to be a place for me to record my journey with my motorcycles, that sort of thing, just so that friends and family could keep track of what I was up to for those that were interested. But it's grown a little bit since then, and especially recently there's a few things that have become apparent to me as far as the wider picture that this channel has encompassed. So what's started out as just a place for me to record some of my stuff rather than having files galore sitting on my computer, pictures, that sort of thing, and sending pictures and information to family members that were interested. It's grown from that to a bit of a general all-round channel, as people who have stuck with me from the beginning have become aware. There's motorcycle stuff, there's travel to Indonesia, there's all sorts of other little bits and pieces in there. Perhaps not everyone's cup of tea, but variety is the spice of life. But a couple of events happened recently that have made me sort of question what it is that I'm actually doing here. The reason is I had my first attempt at putting a couple of shorts up. I recently went on a ride to Thames on the invite of Auckland City Honda to join a group ride on my CBR 500R. And although I didn't record the trip, I did do a very short video showing the lineup of bikes that attended. I think there was 35 bikes attended, and I put that up as my very first short, and compared to my other videos, it went absolutely viral, with like 9 times the amount of people viewed it compared to my highest viewed video, ordinary video. And that was a little bit of an eye-opener to me, and I thought, well, what is it about that video that has sort of prompted such a reaction? I still don't know. But I don't know if anybody or all you guys realise how YouTube works. Once that video and the second one went a bit viral, there was some other categories in the analytics that I can view that became available to me, that opened up sections that weren't available to me before. And one of the things I did notice was finally the demographic of those who are watching my channel, i.e. where they're from, and my percentage of unsubscribed users, but more importantly the age group, and where most of the viewers were from, has been quite interesting. Most people seem to be closer to my age. They've been in the 55 to 65 age group. Not that I have anything against any particular group. I welcome anybody who's interested in viewing, but this is becoming, let's say, this is becoming a two-way street now. This isn't just a place for me to record my my journey for friends and family, because a lot of other people seem to be interested as well. So it's become a lot broader than what I originally anticipated. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to have a little bit of a natter, that now that this has become quite a two-way street, I'd like to know from you people, because I get very little input from anybody. I'd like to know from you people what it is that you expect out of this channel, what it is you want to see. Some of my motorcycle stuff gets quite good views, other stuff I struggle to get 15-20 views on it. Then I put, when we went to Indonesia, as those that have stuck with me for any length of time, my wife's Indonesian. We go back home when we can to go and spend time with family and so forth. Some of those videos were a lot higher viewership than any of my motorcycle stuff. Other ones, while we were there, they did very poorly. And then when I did this first attempt at doing a short, it went absolutely viral. I thought, well, what's going on here? I've gone from, I think my highest viewing video, for some stupid reason, it was the video where we went to La Polonia Hotel in Medan, North Sumatra. For some reason that struck a chord with everybody, and I've had at this stage 95 people view it. But my first short that I did, 825. And I really can't understand that. So I'm wanting some feedback in the comments, what it is that you guys expect from the channel, especially now that it's opened up to other countries. Up until now, the percentages that have been available to me in the analytics have only shown like the percentage of my viewers here in New Zealand, obviously my percentage of viewers in Indonesia, and I also have a very small viewership from the Philippines, and that's all I've ever been able to see. But now I'm starting to see figures for Japan, North Korea, India, France, all over the world. So this is obviously attracting people from other walks of life in other countries. So I really want to know, I really want some input from you guys as to what it is that your expectations are, what sort of content is it that you like to see, maybe some tips on why you think some of my videos don't do very well at all, and in the same genre another one will do very, very well. I'm not sure if a lot of you understand how YouTube works. I've had a couple of comments from people sort of saying, oh, you'll be making money off the channel, and you'll be doing this and doing that and all that sort of thing. Not the case. I do this out of the love of what I actually do, the motorcycling and so forth. The requirements before the channel becomes monetized and you start earning a little bit of money off the channel are so out of reach, it's unbelievable. The number of subscribers, the number of videos, the content, as far as the viewership and that sort of thing, are just numbers that I would never ever attain. So you can get out of your mind that I'm making money off this. I do this for the enjoyment. As those that know me, I am retired, so I've got time on my hands to muck around with YouTube as a new hobby. So yeah, so I'd just like some input, find out what it is that you guys want, what it is about the channel that you enjoy. Is there stuff on there that I need to stop doing and concentrate on something else, because I can't see any real patterns in the analytics that have suddenly become available to me. I'm at an absolute loss as to why some videos do really well and others are an absolute bomb. So yeah, if we can have some input, comments, whether there's different content that some of you think that you'd like to see, stuff that you'd like me to tackle as far as my existing content, i.e. do you need something else within the motorcycling genre? Obviously I can't travel very often. That's only once in a blue moon that I can go to Indonesia. But yeah, some of these other countries, if we can have some input from those that have been around for a while on my channel, who've followed me, some of the people that subscribe to me. I've got a reasonable number of subscribers now. I'm up to 40. I always thought that it would just be a few friends and a few family, but I've been quite surprised at where some of my subscribers have come from. So yeah, everybody has different expectations, and they're here for different reasons. Some people might say, you might have seen that I've just stuck a very short video up from the Philippines. And why the Philippines, some people might ask. Well, A, I've got quite a few friends in the Philippines, and B, that was from a multicultural event that I attended with the wife and her group, where there was some Indonesian input along with a whole lot of other different countries, and I just thought I'd feature the Philippine content simply because it was so enormously popular at the event compared to everybody else's input. So I just thought that people might have been interested in it. If there's other stuff, random stuff that you want to see, by all means, let's have some feedback. Let's do this journey together, and we'll see what we can do to improve this channel. So on that note, we'll leave it there, and we'll wait and see where this goes, and you'll continue to see Bonapasoget, because the wife and I are members of that, which is the Indonesian group that we belong to. It's a Batak group, and if anyone that knows anything about Indonesia, it's very much like New Zealand as far as the Maoris are concerned. There's tribes all come from different areas, and they all have their own culture, their own beliefs, their own costume, their own dance, and to some degree their own types of food or variations of the Indonesian food. And she's Batak. She's from one of the I think there's 6 groups of Batak, depending on where they come from. She's from Batak Toba, which is the Lake Toba, probably one of the more important tourist areas that people are starting to discover now. So we have quite a bit to do with the Bonapasoget group here in New Zealand. We occasionally do performances where the embassy, Indonesian embassy, is involved. We get quite a bit of feedback, positive feedback from them. There are a few other Bahasa or Indonesian groups in New Zealand. They're all doing their own thing. So yeah, I'm quite happy to put anything on the channel if it interests people. So let us know in the comments what it is you want, where you want this thing to go, what you've been enjoying about the channel, why you're here, why you subscribe, why you watch. I'd love to have some feedback. So on that note, I'll leave you to it, and we'll go from there. Cheers.